Hi everyone, happy Friday. I just wanted to talk really quick about some of the things I picked up on during today's short reading, or this week's short reading, about the influence of social capital and social funding. I found it really interesting how in different neighborhoods, it does the question that was in the reading, does the neighborhood you grow up in determine how far you move up in the economic ladder? I found that really interesting because in the area I grew up, and I've kind of posted about this in my reflections to the professor, that in where I grew up, it was middle class, majority Caucasian, and within literally 3 miles is a low income, high poverty, and mostly African American neighborhood. And I definitely see a very big difference between where literally the 5 mile radius between where I grew up and the low income area that was literally down the street from me. But I also want to reflect on the idea of how, and I haven't seen this in my area necessarily in New Jersey, maybe other parts of New Jersey, but my area that I'm currently living is predominantly white, and we don't have many options of going to private and public schools in our other than public schools in our area. There's Catholic schools and the like, but it's not as much of an option as maybe in a bigger city. But it is interesting how you could have a high an area that is wealthy and still have a very high population of African Americans, Hispanics, who may not be as wealthy as the white students or the Caucasian students, and it takes away some of the funding because it's going to the public schools, and some of the schools are separating themselves because they have a larger population and they want certain funding to go to a certain school, and then it takes away from the other schools. So I found that really interesting. I hope this makes sense. I'm really tired. It's been a really long week, so I apologize if this doesn't. But I did find this article very interesting because I don't think I just was so aware of how much you can take away from the ability to actually split school districts within a larger school district. I wasn't aware that was actually a legal thing, and I found that very interesting. Let me know what y'all think. Sorry if it doesn't make sense.